Hello and welcome to the latest in our interviews with the players who are going to be lighting up the floor this weekend in the UK Floorball Federation National Finals. This time around, we are interviewing the boys from Cambridge. We have Roman Pechhacker and Jasper Sangen. Gents,
Hi.
how are we doing?
Very good. Very
Yeah,
happy to be
good,
here
good.
again.
Yes.
Yes, of course, Roman, we had you on last season, and Jasper, your first time joining us on the interview. So again, appreciate your time. Um, let's start off with the season. Third in the overall standings, which is a brilliant result. I think so. Anyway, Roman, how has the year gone for Cambridge?
I think overall the year is definitely a success for us. We were able to get back to the national finals, which was our definitely our goal for our overall goal for this year. I think we also quite were able to adapt our style a bit more, played a little more different styles of floorball, and try to maybe have a bit more punch in the offense as well, not just being defensively stable like a traditional Cambridge way of playing is. So overall, I think it's a success for us, and we're definitely looking forward to the finals.
How much of that changing style, that more of an offensive or attacking punch, has been down to the work of Jasper?
Well, Jasper, I mean, um, so Jasper is an integral part to the way we play anyway. But so there's a couple of aspects to that question. One is so you only need to look at the scoring table as well to see like how influential Jasper has been this season for us. But beyond that, I would even say like Jasper is doing a lot of the work on the training pitch to come up with drills for us, preparing training sessions throughout the year, like on a weekly basis. That really help us refine our skills, define our style of floorball, and bringing more people to a higher level. And so, yeah, there's a number of aspects that Jasper contributes to.
Yeah, Jasper, just talk to us about how you found the season. Obviously, taking a lot more of a coaching role, at least in your training.
So I think from a season point of view, I think we've played well. I mean, I couldn't agree more with Roman saying that we've tried more this year to be dominant on the field as well, in an attacking way rather than just defensively waiting and then countering. I feel like we've done that quite well this year. Um, and I think we've our biggest jump forward is really how we play as a team and how we're just working together and trying to get around the opponent. I mean, like Roman said, like maybe on the scoring list you'll see that I have quite some points. But in the end of the day, it's a like you can't do it without the other four guys or five guys if you include the goalie as well. So it's all like a team, and I feel like that is something that we've jumped quite like we've made quite a big jump there this season as well, where we really are like fighting for each other.
Has anything led you to looking to be a bit more offensive minded this year? Anything with any of the variations in the rules, or is it just you've seen something in this team that they didn't see before?
It's just more fun to be attacking. Just defending is just way like it is a waiting game, and you need a lot of patience for that. But I think there is sometimes a little bit of an underestimation within our own team of our capabilities, and I feel like by trying to get better at it, and trying to trust each other more, like we're just showcasing what we can rather than just underestimating ourselves a little bit and waiting for the opponent to make the game.
Roman, so as we're heading into the weekend, how's training gone? How's the preparation for the finals been going?
Quite good. So the training sessions have been very intense. I think leading up to the weekend, we've been training very hard on like specific things. I think we have one more session before the weekend now. So like yeah, training has been very good. I think there's always a question with like availability then on the day. So we've had a few people dropping out, unfortunately. But I hope that the people that we're counting on today are also going to make it on the Sunday, because it's always like playing two very intense games in one day. You need the people, you need the manpower on the day. That's a crucial aspect of it. Yeah.
And Jasper, I mean, same question to you again, with more of your coaching, because I know that you lead the sessions. How have you found them?
I feel like we've made quite some progression in the last 1.5 months, maybe, where just the quality on the training just really gets better and better. And I think that also reflects in the games as well, where we can just compete with the great white sharks more than we did at the beginning of the season. And yeah, like Roman said as well, the last few weeks we've just been trying to emphasize the small details of the game and trying to see where we could gain the most with the games on Sunday in our mind.
Now, obviously, Cambridge were in the finals last year, took away the bronze with that brilliant overtime winner. How does that experience set you up for this weekend, Roman?
That's a hard question. I always think like, you go game by game. Like something that happened last year. I mean, honestly, it was probably one of the, if not the highlight of my last year altogether. Like that moment when Dusan scored that goal in overtime. But I don't know how much it counts for this year. Like the one thing that maybe is quite special is the fact that, again, for the semifinal we're going to play UCM, so we get this opportunity of maybe getting a little bit of revenge there. Maybe that's a little extra, but I think otherwise it's you take every game as it is, and yeah, you go from there.
Does the experience of, obviously last year you played in the finals, the two very intense games of floorball on an ungodly hot day? Can I just add that one? Even from my commentary position, it was brutal. Does that tell you anything about how you go into for Sunday's games?
For me, so I think that the main takeaway from that is, so we will be playing in a different hall this year, which may or may not be an advantage. We'll see. But so you do need, like I said before, good numbers on the day in order to be able to get through those two hard games with the amount of intensity that you need in order to compete at this level. Because all the teams that have made it to the finals will think that they have a chance of winning it, and I think they all do. So on the day, you definitely want to be able to match the intensity that you want to play with. Yeah, and so I think that's the main takeaway, the main learning, if you will.
And Jasper, I mean, same sort of question for yourself heading into this weekend. What have you taken into it?
So for me, it's going to be a new experience because I didn't play last year in the finals. I think it's going to be very interesting to see, because you have back-to-back those intense games, and you can't really slack in the first game because then the opponent will just run over you.
Yeah.
So it's going to be an interesting experience to see how you're going to manage like energy, but also don't take it too slow. So from that point of view, it's just, like the weekend already starts now, or it has already started. So making sure that the Tuesday practice was good, then the Friday one, making sure that there's like having some good food before as well. So trying to just cover everything, trying to make the get as much energy inside of you as possible, and then just seeing how it goes on the day. Because I'd rather lose the finals than already get out on the semifinal.
with your experience, obviously, you've played the game in the Netherlands, where you play for the national team. You played in Sweden as well at a high level. Final fours on the same day, is that something that you've experienced before?
No, so that's a very typical English thing to do. So yeah, that definitely brings a different aspect of the game. But that's also exciting as well. Like it's not just technique or that kind of stuff. It is also the physical part of it.
So, and we'll go back to Roman for this one. Thinking about the season as a whole, what has been your highlight of the year?
Ooh, that's a tricky one because I didn't have the greatest season this season because I had troubles with injuries and so forth. So I only ended up playing, I think, 4 or 5 games total. And the highlights, I scored 1 goal. Maybe that's my highlight of of the year. And I did score that against UCM. So there's something.
And Jasper?
For me, the highlight is just how we've grown as a team. Like I really enjoy just good quality floorball with a lot of passing, and I feel like we've really tried to do that this year. And we've developed a lot during the season as well. So for me, it's difficult to pick out one moment. If I would have to, it would be the first period against the Great Whites in our last tournament day, where we really were fighting for each other as a team, and that translated into a good period for us.
So if you were to try and sell the sport of floorball to somebody watching this video, but may have just clicked on it on a random, what would we say to them? And again, we'll start with Roman.
I would say it's an amazing sport. Definitely to play it, it's great. I also quite enjoy watching it. If you've come here and you have no clue what it is, Google floorball, watch some videos, find your nearest floorball club, try it out, and just like get involved in the sport. It's a great sport. At all ages, girls, boys, everybody is very welcome. Definitely in the UK. So yeah, that's what I say.
Yeah, I'll echo that. I don't usually, but I will echo that. Like my own experience playing it has been extremely positive, and being around, working with all the teams has been an absolute joy. Jasper?
Yeah, I think good to emphasize as well is that it's a very quick game, so it is a lot of fun. It's a great exercise, and even for beginners, it's very easy to be like okay at it. Like the way how the game is set up, it's not that difficult to learn, and as long as you put in some energy, you're gonna do good stuff during the games. So it is a very beginner friendly sport to start with as well.
I'd say you outfielders, you have it so easy, in that regard. Just get out a bit. And finally, just thinking about the weekend, again, Saturday the weekend, what can people expect? We'll start with Jasper for this one. What are people going to expect this weekend?
Oh, I think that's going to be a difficult one. I feel like for us at least, we've played UCM like the last game was a few months ago, and I feel like we did progress quite a lot during the last few weeks and months. So it's kind of like what Roman said as well. Everybody has a chance to win it. If you don't show up, then you're definitely not gonna. Then you're gonna have a very hard time, whether you're from Bristol, London, UCM, or us. Yeah, so it's going to be all left out on the field, but it's going to be very exciting. It's going to be interesting, I think. It might be a surprise.
And Roman, the last word.
I think you will be able to see a lot of intensity. I think you will see a Cambridge team that is going to leave everything out on the field, like Jasper just said. That we believe in ourselves. We believe we can if we play the way that we know we can play, we know we have a chance, and we want to be able to take that chance. So yeah, just play the right way, leave everything out there, and then the results will come.
Well, thank you both for your time. Massively appreciate it, and best of luck this weekend. And thank you to you at home for checking out this video. And if it's ahead of time, why not make sure that you schedule it? Watch the games on Sunday. First game faced off at 9 a.m. It's a real festival of floorball. And if you're seeing this after Sunday, well, have I got a treat for you? They're all in the archive, so go and check them out. And make sure you subscribe as well. All right. Appreciate your time. Take care, and we'll see you on Sunday.